the sole survivor of the plane crash, has been arrested on suspicion of involvement in the incident. At the house where Ramesh was recovering from the shocking tragedy, police arrested him less than 48 hours after the crash.
Hello, what's up everyone? Good morning. It's your boy, the Crackhead, wishing you all a wonderful Friday. Yesterday, in one of the analyses I made concerning the lies about the Israel-Iran war, I did say that one of the major or the two major things that causes hatred and problem in this world is religion and misinformation. But on this post, let's focus on misinformation. I saw this video on Facebook where it is said that the only survivor of the Indian plane crash has been arrested. And I'm like, whoa. I started with this news. When Air India crashed, I gave my own theory as to why that plane crashed. And I also sympathized with those who lost their lives and also condolence to their families. So when I saw this video, I was like, this might also fit into my theory. Let me take a look at this video. Let me watch it. Brothers and sisters, before we go ahead, let's watch it together.
Even as a lot of us were happy that this particular person survived this plane crash, but there has been speculation that this person might have hand in the cause of the plane crash, and now the police and the securities have found out exactly what happened. It will shock you.
Ramesh, the sole survivor of the plane crash, has been arrested on suspicion of involvement in the incident. At the house where Ramesh was recovering from the shocking tragedy, police arrested him less than 48 hours after the crash. The Air India aircraft, en route from Ahmedabad to London, went down just minutes after takeoff. In the devastating crash, 242 people on board lost their lives, along with over 70 individuals on the ground when the plane struck a residential building. Ramesh miraculously survived by jumping from the aircraft shortly before the crash, a detail that immediately raised suspicions among the public and investigators. Upon reviewing airport surveillance footage, authorities discovered that Ramesh had illegally accessed the runway several hours before the flight and was seen placing something beneath the aircraft. Once the video was reviewed, the police acted swiftly, entering his home and taking him into custody. He is currently being held in a detention center in Ahmedabad, as forensic teams and investigators work to complete their official report. If the suspicions are confirmed, Ramesh could face charges for causing a fatal aviation disaster.
First of all, I want to keep saying, may the souls of those who lost their lives in the Air India plane crash continue resting in peace, and my condolence to the families of those who lost their dearly beloved ones. But a news or a story like this is a direct insult upon these people. It's like causing more pain to those people who lost their lives, and including the survivor. And don't forget, this survivor lost his brother in that same plane crash. Now, when we talk about misinformation, whoever made this first video decided to misinform the public by lying. And the people who have reposted this video or have analyzed this video to fit this very narrative are also misinforming the public, but this case unknowingly. So there is the knowing misinformation that comes from somebody who knows that whatever he or she is informing the public about is a lie. And then there is the one you are misinforming unknowingly, meaning that you do not know it's a lie, but you could have known if you made your research to find out if what you are actually watching is the truth. When it comes to reporting on social media, please, vloggers, content creators, you don't have to be the first person to report a particular news. It's not because you are the first person that report that news that will make that very story on your page go viral or a lot of people watch it. Yes, a lot of people might watch it because you're the first person to report it. But again, understand, have it at the back of your mind that you might be misinforming people. You might be misinforming millions of people out there. And like I said yesterday, that to people these days, what really matters is the first information they hear. So that by the time they come around to hear a counter information of what you reported, You are the one that spoke the truth, whereas the counter information is lies. So this story is a lie. And we're going to show you, and I'm going to show you how I found out this story is a lie. So please, vloggers, content creators, before you report, even if you must be the first person to report a particular story on news, please try and make your due diligence, make your research. Once you've exhausted all the sources you have and you know and see that it is actually true, you can go ahead to report it. This is the reason, since this war or any story or news I report, I have to make sure that I make my due diligence. It doesn't matter if I will be the last person to report on that story. Most of you have noticed that before I even post my update about the war, you might have even seen a lot of videos, a lot of updates about the same war, even from people here in Israel. But again, that doesn't bother me. I don't just want to come out and just drop information. I have to check my sources so that even if I'm the last person, it doesn't matter. Let the video not go viral. I don't care, as long as the few people that have seen the information I have given out of my extensive search and diligence making, I'm satisfied with that, because for me, it's better to report the truth, or it's better to you, it might not be the truth concerning the Israel-Iran war from what you're seeing on my page, but it's better to know that I have made my research and what I'm reporting is exactly from where I got my sources from. So now regarding this survivor in the Indian crash, I went online to check, is this really true? And I went to fact check finding website. It says here, survivor of Ahmedabad plane crash arrested. No, fake claim goes viral. Claim, Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, the lone survivor of the London-bound Air India flight that crashed soon after takeoff in Ahmedabad, has been arrested on suspicion of his involvement in the incident. That's the claim. And I think this is the first post. The only survivor of the Air India plane crash has been arrested. He was arrested at his home 48 hours after the incident. As in, my question is, why do people deliberately and consciously decide to give out fake news and information? As in, why? To what purpose? Don't you have conscience? I'm talking about whoever was the first person that made this claim. As in, don't you have conscience? This guy lost his brother in the same crash. And you're doing insults to even the people that have lost their lives, even to their families. What is going on? Why do we, take the pride in sharing, in giving out fake information and fake news? Why do we do that? But here is the fact. A keyword search for Vishwash Kumar Ramesh and arrested on Google did not yield any credible report stating that the passenger has been arrested for his involvement in the plane crash. Yes, I searched and searched. I didn't see anything. No major news. No one took it until I came upon this fact claim. We then scanned through the official X handles of the DGP Gujarat Police and Ahmedabad Police, which did not carry any such information about his alleged arrest either. News Checker then reached out to Jaipal Singh Rathore, Additional Commissioner of Police, Sector 2, Ahmedabad City, who clarified that Ramesh has not been arrested in any case, further confirming that the viral claim is fabricated. The lone survivor of the Air Indian plane crash, Vishwash Kumar Ramesh, 40, is a British national of Indian origin who was seated in 11A of the ill-fated Air India flight A171 that crashed into the BJ Medical Hospital Ahmedabad shortly after taking off from the airport on June 12, 2025. He was reportedly in India for a few days to visit his family and was going back to the UK along with his brother Ajay Kumar Ramesh. Passenger on seat 11A survived Air India crash, says trouble started 30 seconds into flight. This is his account. Vishwash, a British national, was in India for a few days to visit his family and was going back to the UK along with his brother Ajay Kumar Ramesh, who is 45. Means that was his older brother who died. He is 40 and his older brother was 45. Here he narrates, the place where I landed was low. I took off the seatbelt and for a moment I was scared for my life, but I was near ground level, so I tried to get out. I can't believe how I survived. I thought I would die. People died in front of my eyes, he told the media. Prime Minister Modi also visited him at the civil hospital in Ahmedabad, where he was admitted after surviving the crash. Ramesh sustained impact injuries to his chest, eyes, and feet. Shona, don't hear him. I beg, if you see information online, just because say, yeah, this information, this news is something that will likely go viral. Yes, everybody knows or heard about the India airplane crash, and this story came up and you think, wow, the lone survivor is arrested. Let me quickly post it. Let me quickly narrate and analyze it because it's going to bring me views. Please don't do that. Nobody's telling you not to analyze things. But again, for you to be the first to talk about a news you've heard that you haven't verified doesn't make sense. It doesn't matter how many views you get. So once again, misinformation is a major problem with humanity. Knowingly, we give misinformation. Unknowingly, we carry the misinformation. So guys, please, let us all as content creators endeavor to fact check things, to make researches. Google is our friend. It's not difficult to use. Go on Google. What you can do, search and type on Google. Is Ramesh or is the lone survivor of the India airplane crash arrested? You will see results. It will give you results. If AI would answer you. Stop all this. Not for views. Not for clout chasing. Stop it. It's not good. Please, let's stop giving out misinformation. It ain't right. So that lone survivor, Ramesh, he hasn't been arrested. The police, just like I read, fact check, the police said it is all fabricated. That no one arrested him, no one is looking for him.